No worries. As soon as the Gulf Stream collapses, we will have a nice new ice age in Europe. I was skiing in my garden for 10 years. The last time I had enough snow for that was more than 10 years ago. It's been 40s here for the past week or so. Single human lifespan is meaningful only to that human. And other humans around them and some other living beings, but sure. In comparison to climate, time, universe, it's not even a glimpse. It's not even a blip.
General quarters.
Like nothing. Less than nothing. I mean, do you really need proof of climate change? Look around. Look around. Unless you're 5 or 7 or 10 years old, you've lived long enough to know that temperatures now and 10, 20 years ago are pretty different. Simple as. I'm not an expert, I'm not a scientist, but bro, I know that when I was a kid, when temperatures would go above 30, we were like, it's so fucking hot, I'm burning. Not to mention, we didn't have air cons in the car back then. And and traffic jams were a lot crazier, and the roads were, let's call them, underdeveloped. It was a horrible experience on 30. Nowadays, it's a lot easier to bear it, and people are still barely bearing it. I don't see the tar melting on the sidewalk no more. Sure. We had days off when it got too hot when I was in primary school. Yeah. And those temperatures were not as high as they are now. Because they changed the tar recipe? A possibility for sure. Didn't expect Ruprecht to do this.
Torpedoes to port. Torpedoes to port.
Enemy battleship detected.
Wow, you really didn't last very long, huh?
Enemy battleship sighted.
Let's hope we don't get citadels.
Stations requesting fire on the designated target.
One torpedo tube destroyed. Alright. What the f? Those shells just exploded in midair. Oh, fuck me. Colombo as well.
All stations, concentrate fire on the target. We've spotted an enemy submarine.
God, how I want to push and kill this Castilla.
Enemy battleship detected.
Presume it has torpedoes. Oh shit, Ruprecht is going. No, that was supposed to be mine. Damn it.
The ship is on fire.
Our team has taken the lead. Enemy battleship sunk.
Oh, he democonned? Depends what you're trying to tank, Paladin. 406 and higher guns will murder you. Just like they will murder Des Moines. We all take a breath, relax, and go back to enjoy seeing Flamma suffer. Oh, that's Tsuma wants to push in. Is she gonna shoot at any point? You endure the pain of love, so us, your ever loyal chat, is protected from this. I'm a true hero. Guys, I'll ask you nicely now. This was supposed to be like a debate. Well, not really a debate. More like we're just talking about it, right? Don't turn this into a fight, okay? Please, don't turn this into a fight. I don't see any insults or anything like that. At least from what I can tell so far. But please, keep it civil. And if you can't agree to disagree and move on. It's not worth losing your nerves over. Remember how hard is it to change yourself? How much time and effort it takes for you to change something about yourself? Now picture how hard it would be for someone else to change you. And then realize how hard is it for you to change someone else.
Confirmed penetration.
240,000 damage with 3 kills, a bunch of planes and a cap. Not bad. Not bloody bad for a good old Des Moines. I don't think it will change people's minds in Twitch chat one way or the other. Changing people's mind in any shape or form is incredibly difficult. Think about yourself. That's why I gave you this example. Think about something that you're aware that you're doing wrong. Take anything, for example, and you don't have to say it to me. You don't have to say it to anyone else. Stop and think for 1 second. Something that you're doing that's wrong, and you know it's wrong, but you can't change it. You might want to change it, but you can't. I mean, technically, you can. You should be able to, but it's incredibly difficult that you essentially say, I can't change this. I would really like to change this, but I can't. That's you accepting and realizing then accepting that what you're doing is wrong, having the will and interest to change it, and still failing very often, and changing it barely or never changing it. Just think about it and realize how hard is it, and that's you. You already realized it's wrong. You came to that conclusion. You accepted it. You know how to change it. You're trying to change it, and it's almost impossible. Now, what are the odds of me or someone else making you change? Especially about something you don't even realize potentially you're wrong and you're or failing to accept, or you're just refusing to accept, or you don't agree. You have to go through all these steps yourself, and you still can't change. And now imagine how hard would it be for someone else to change you. No, just reverse it. How hard is it for you to change someone else? It's very simple, and it's so hard. So freaking hard.